Hello everybody, welcome to Yoga for Self-Love with Kim. I'm Kim. This will be about a 15-minute gentle practice, opening up through the hips and the groins. So bring yourself to your mat and find your way down onto your back. Step your feet out wide. Towards the outer edges of your mat and allow your knees to knock in towards each other. Bring one hand to rest on your heart, one hand to rest on your belly. And just take a moment to land. Let yourself arrive. Let go of everything else. This is your time now for you, for your yoga practice. There's nothing else that you need to do for these next 15 minutes. Just let it all go. Let go of any need to control, to figure anything out, to accomplish anything. Just let yourself be right here and right now. Close your eyes. Begin to connect in. How do you feel today? What is happening for you? As always, I invite you to bring in the intention to be gentle, kind, patient, loving, and compassionate with yourself as you move through your practice today, and to carry this intention off of the mat and out into your day with you. Honor the vessel that you are in, and show yourself some love and kindness. Let's take a few nice, deep, smooth breaths here, in through the nose, out through the nose, or if you prefer, in through the nose and out through the mouth. And then release your hands. And bring the arms out to the sides. Palms facing up towards the ceiling. And begin to gently press into your right foot. Press into that inner edge of that right foot. That right knee may begin to drop down a little bit. You may feel it in the right groins, inside of the hip. And then gently release that. And now press down into the left foot. You may feel the left knee drop down just a little bit, in towards the midline. And then release that. Then take this from side to side. Again, gently pressing into the right foot. Allowing that right knee to drop in towards the midline just a little bit. And then releasing that, switching to the other side, pressing into that left foot. Drawing that left knee in towards the midline just a little bit. And from side to side, a few more. You can keep your eyes closed for now, or you can softly open the eyes. And then release that. And now we'll bring both of the knees over towards the left side. So that left knee will open out towards the left side. Right knee will drop in towards the midline. And then pick up the knees. Bring them both over towards the right side now. That right knee will open out to the side and that left knee will drop in. And begin to wave your knees from side to side, following your rhythm. And bring both knees up for a second. Drop the knees in so the knees knock together again. Feet are still wide. And now wiggle the feet in towards the center. Bring the soles of the feet together. And now open the knees out to the sides. Coming into our Supta Baddha Konasana. A few nice deep breaths here. If it feels like a little bit too much, you could take blocks underneath the thighs or the knees. And then bring the knees up. Walk your feet about hip width. Now extend your right leg up towards the ceiling. Then bend that right knee, cross that right leg over that left thigh. Coming into a resting pigeon pose, and you can stay just like this. This could feel good. This could be enough for you. You could take your right fingers to that right thigh, gently press the right thigh away from you. Or if you like, you could thread your arms in through the legs and either interlace your fingers behind that left thigh or in front of that left knee or shin, and then gently pull that left knee in towards the chest. So whichever variation feels right for you, for your body today, you do that. And then release. Unravel the legs. Extend that left leg up towards the ceiling. Bend that left knee. Cross that left ankle over that right thigh. You find your resting pigeon variation just like this. Arms out to the side, or you take the left fingers, gently press into that left thigh. Or again, you thread the arms in through the legs, interlace fingers behind the right thigh or in front of the right knee or shin. Hug that knee in. And then release, unravel your legs. Draw the knees in towards your chest, take the hands to the back of your thighs, pull the knees in, send the feet up towards the ceiling. So now you're coming into a happy baby modification. You can stay just like this, or if it is accessible to you, begin to reach the hands up for the feet or the calves or the shins or the heels or whatever you can comfortably grab a hold of, and then pull down on the feet or the shins or the calves. Draw the knees down. Drop your sacrum down towards the mat. So the back of the pelvis is still rooting down towards the mat. You can stay here, right at center, or begin to gently rock yourself from side to side. And then bring yourself to center. One more gentle pull down on the feet or whatever you've got a hold of. And then release the feet. Send the feet up towards the ceiling. Arms reach up towards the ceiling. Begin to gently shake out the arms and the legs. And then find your way up and into a table position. You can rock and roll yourself back and forth along the spine if that feels okay for you. Or you just roll yourself over to one side and press yourself all the way up. Find your way over onto your hands and knees, coming into your table. Spread your fingers nice and wide. Give yourself a nice wide base of support here. Root down through the finger pads, fingers, knuckles, outer ring of your palms. Wrists underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Begin to gently rock yourself from side to side. And then bring yourself to center. Tuck the toes under. Press down into the fingers, into the toes. Begin to glide your hips up and back into a downward dog. Press down and out through your hands. Root the heels down towards the mat. Doesn't matter if they ever get there. You're just moving in that direction. Keep a bend in the knees here. So you can keep a nice long spine, finding the natural curves of your spine. And then find whatever movement feels good. Rock yourself back and forth or side to side or pedal out your legs. Bend your knees and crouch yourself down, and then glide your hips up into your downward dog again. Bend your knees, crouch yourself down, and then glide yourself up to your downward dog. Bend the knees and crouch down. And this time when you send your hips back up to downward dog, send that right leg up with you for a three-legged dog. Keep rooting down into the hands. Reach up and back through that right foot, down through that left heel. Now bend that right knee, begin to point that right knee up towards the ceiling, opening up through the hip, and then re-extend that right leg out. Release that right foot down to the mat. Crouch down again into your tiger dog, bend the knees, glide the hips up and back into downward dog. This time the left leg lifts up for your three-legged dog. Bend the left knee, begin to roll the hip open, point that knee up, and then re-extend that leg, release that left foot down to the mat, and slowly walk yourself up. Top of your mat, fold yourself into a ragdoll forward fold. Belly finds the thighs. Let your head go, shake or nod your head. Rock your hips from side to side. You could grab a hold of the elbows and even sway the arms from side to side. And then bring yourself to center. Take hands to your hips. Press down into your feet. Come all the way up to stand. We'll take it into a balanced pose here. You may want a chair or a wall nearby. If you feel like you need a little bit of support for your balance, feel free to do that. Soften both knees here. And then we'll pick up the right foot, root down into that left foot, begin to pick up that right foot, hover it in front of that left leg, scoop that right foot up towards the ceiling. And now we'll draw that right knee in towards the left knee, begin to bring that right foot out towards the right side. Again, let's bring that right ankle, front of that left leg, scoop that right foot up towards the ceiling. And then one more time, right knee draws in towards the left knee, you send that right foot out towards the right side. And then release that right foot down to the mat. Soften the knees. Root down into that right foot. Begin to pick up that left foot. Bend that knee. And bring that left foot in front of that right thigh to hover. Scoop that left foot now up towards the ceiling. And then we'll switch. Draw the left knee in towards the midline, towards that right knee. Send that left foot out to the left side. One more time, we swing that left foot in, and then we swing that left foot out. Left knee draws in towards that right, and then release. Soften the knees again, root down into that left foot, Now we'll pick up that right foot, bend that knee, scoop that right foot in, and then we'll switch, draw that right knee in towards the midline, send the right foot out. And then we draw that right foot back in towards the midline, cross that right leg over the left, and this time bring that right leg to rest on the left. You can have hands on your hips. You can bring palms together at your heart, or you use your hands on the wall or the chair, whatever you're using for your balance support. And then release that right foot down to the mat, other side. Soften the knees, weight into that right foot, pick up that left foot, draw that left foot, cross that right thigh, scoop that foot up, switch it. Now bring that left knee in towards the right, send that left foot out towards the left side, and then we'll bring it back in. This time cross that left leg in front of the right, coming into a standing figure four. You do what you like with the hands. And then release. Let's take the arms out to the sides and up, palms together overhead. Soften the knees, fold yourself in, ragdoll forward fold. Bend your knees a lot. Get your hands down on the mat and step yourself back out into downward dog. Drop your knees down to the mat. Let's take the knees wide towards the outer edges of your mat, coming into a wide knee child's pose. Send your bum back to your heels. Release your forehead down to the mat. You can make a little pillow with the arms by stacking the forearms on top of each other if you like, or tuck a block underneath the forehead. If you like, you rock your hips from side to side. Bring your hips back to center. Sit back up on your heels. Drop over to one hip. Swing your legs around. We'll take it back down onto our back. Just as we started, take the feet wide to the outer edges of your mat. Drop the knees in towards each other. Let the knees knock in together. One hand to the heart, one hand to the belly. Come back to your intention to be gentle, kind, patient, loving, compassionate with yourself. Smile. Bring the arms across your chest and give yourself a little hug. And then release. Slowly find your way back up into a seated position. Palms come back together at the heart. Awesome job, yogi. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me today with love and gratitude. Namaste.